Okay, it's kind of too cold to go outside today. I had big plans, but once again, the weather person let me down. Temperatures are not going to be as warm as they said, so I'm stuck in the house. So, just for kicks, I thought I'd go to Dallas, Texas. I'm just looking around in the Texas area for Chevy C10's. I thought you might want to go along on this trip with me. I have bought a 62 Bel Air wagon years ago from Texas, and I was really happy with it. It's rust free. I'm just kind of looking around at different prices at different parts of the country. Have you noticed? Well, I guess you have, but like C10s, for example, they seem like they just keep going up in value. And so if you buy one, I really, really don't think you're going to lose any money. I've had a lot of my friends tell me that they would rather have an old car or an old truck as opposed to having money in the bank. But it's nice to have money in the bank. But anyway, I kind of see their point. It's kind of like an investment. So just look at some of these prices. Now, I know this is what they're asking. That doesn't mean that's what they're going to get for it, but this is what they're asking. I had a feller one time, and I can't think of his name, but I was in Mrs. PIB, and I went to Alabama looking for some old cars and old trucks. I don't know how we wound up down there. Somebody must have told us something, but this guy that I met, and I wouldn't know him if he walked to the front door of the house here, but he told me something that I've always remembered. It kind of stuck in my mind, and he said, when you're restoring an old car or an old truck, the only difference is your initial investment of buying the vehicle. Meaning, if you bought, okay, say like you bought use this for an example, a 1986 Chevy C10 truck, and you had to completely restore it. Or you bought a 1960 Rambler, let's say, or, Studebaker or something like that, which they're all fine cars. But when you get done painting it, they all need the same thing. You get done painting it, you get done doing upholstery, you get done putting wiring and wheels and exhaust and blah, 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 blah. It goes on and on and on. Believe me, I know all this from experience. When you're done, the C10 truck, or, it can be a Trans Am or a Camaro, whatever, it's going to be worth more than, say, the Rambler or, the Studebaker, more than likely, unless it's some kind of rare car. So I've always tried to remember that. I like all kinds of cars and trucks, but I have to stick with something. So if I put money into it, chances are I'm going to at least break even or come close to it. So anyway, that's enough of that. I thought y'all might want to, and I don't know how I got started on that. Let's look at this real quick. As I said, I'm in Dallas, Texas. So I'm going to try to hold this phone as still as I can. And we'll just kind of look around here, see what we got. This is a 66 Chevy C10. They want $8,500 for it. There's something about that front bumper. I'm thinking it might be a rear bumper off of something else. It just looks kind of, I don't know. It looks kind of strange. But it's $8,500. Interior looks to be nice. Ah, 6-cylinder. I have no problems with 6 cylinders myself, but honestly, the money really is in a V8, but I have no problem with a 6-cylinder. They're good motors. It's hard to tear one of them up. They're that stout. Very, very clean. I'm thinking that might be the gas tank. I could be wrong. Or maybe it could be I don't know, air ride. What do you think? Anyway, that's 8,500. I'm going to try to make this video a little bit shorter than I normally do on these things. This is 86 C10. We'll kind of look at it just real quick. Of course, I can't afford that. That's 26,980. I don't know where they got the 980 at, but real nice truck. I think, me personally, I think I like a bumper on the back, but everybody's different. That's just my 2 cents worth. Anyway, here's another one that's way out of my price range. Oh my goodness, 75,000. LS2 air ride. Let's see. Try to show you a better picture. That's a nice looking truck, isn't it? But if you've got $75,000 in your pocket, burning a hole in your pocket, I believe I could find something a little bit better. Or I might buy 2 or 3. That's been tubbed. Anyway, enough on that one. That's way out of my price range. I try to find stuff that if I had the money to spend, what I spend it on. 81 C10 Shortbed, 10,000. See what I mean about how high stuff is? That's nearly 60,000. I'm not even going to click on them. I'll look at this one just real quick, just because it might have an LS or something in it. I really don't know. Anyway, trying not to make this a boring video. Let's see what else. Hey, this is 16.9, 75 C10. Hey, let me know, do y'all like these wheels? I think they're called, I could be wrong, correct me if I am, Mob Steel wheels with the dog dish hubcap. Let me know what you think on that. 16, well, might as well say 17,000. I'm not looking to buy, I'm just looking, by the way. It might be worth it. I don't know. I just know that C10 trucks are, if you've got a idea of maybe buying a C10 truck, I would probably ask around and ask my friends and just take your time. You will find one. 85 C10 Patina Paint Job. Huh. I don't know about that one. Looks, I don't know about that. I guess they done the best they could. That looks like they might have done too much, which is what I'm really good at, doing too much patina. And my wife has to correct me and tell me I've done too much. Ooh, it's nice inside, but I don't know about 18.5. Golly, this stuff's high, isn't it? 72 C10. Okay, let's look at it. Those insides are nice. I'd love to have one of those console cup holders for a bench seat. It's a nice looking truck, isn't it? $12,000. Instead of paying $75,000 for one, you could buy a whole bunch of these $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 ones. My opinion. Anyway, we'll go down through here and look. That's a good looking truck. How much is this? $26,500. Oh my. How much is this one? $19,500. Golly. Anyway, my point is, if you was thinking about buying a C10 truck or any kind of vehicle, don't have to be a C10, you might be into Fords or whatever, I would probably tell my friends, keep looking on Facebook Marketplace and stuff. And this is kind of affordable. This thing right here, this 72 El Camino 12-bolt posi. See what it looks like. Looks good in the pictures. I would rather, got bumper guards. You know, you could save a bunch of money by buying something, for example, like this. It's missing the bed chrome, but you can find all that stuff. You know, there's a lot of companies that reproduce it. It's not a super sport. It don't have the round gauges. It's got the speedometer like that. Got tilt column. That's probably, I mean, wait a minute. No motor. I mean, you could make it your own. You could put your own motor and stuff in it for $5,000, and that's just a starting price. You might get it a whole lot cheaper if somebody's just completely sick of it. It's got bucket seats that somebody has put in. I'd say it was born with a bench, but what do I know? Here's what I'm saying is going to be the next big, it's already going up in prices, the OBS trucks. If a person can get one of those, right now find a really nice one and get it before the price just goes out the roof. That's what I'd be looking for. That one's $15,000. So that's kind of out of the question. $10,000 for this 72. And see, long bed trucks are worth a lot of money now. These are car dealerships, and they always jack up everything real high. Oh my goodness. Some of this stuff is ridiculous. See, look at this. Sold, 68 C10 Custom, $33,000. That's at a car dealership. I wouldn't buy something like that. If you ask your friends, tell your friends, hey, I'm looking for this, or I'm looking for that, you'll get somebody to, sooner or later, somebody will say, or best thing to do is go to a cruise-in or a car show and say, hey, I'm looking for, whatever you happen to be looking for, car, truck, whatever. And, you could probably look up and find somebody that's got a neighbor, or even they have a parts vehicle that could still be restored. I enjoy talking to other people about stuff like that. This one right here, $3,500, is not too bad, is it? If you get a chance, by the way, please go to YouTube and type in GM Tim 38. He's finally got his 56 Buick Roadmaster in his garage. And he's asking questions on his video about what to do. What should he do with it? Sell it, keep it, flat black it, LS it. But he's had it over here at this house, at my house before, Mrs. P.I.B. and I's house. And that is a nice car. This truck right here for $3,500, you could put $5,000 with it, and put a S10 or something frame under it, or anything. You could put a V8 in it and just have a really nice shop truck, patina truck, without, looks like it's all there, even the heater. Put I think it's an extended cab S10. Fits under there pretty good, from what I've been told. I never have owned one of these trucks before. On that 57 Chevy truck I had, we used a Monte Carlo, like a 84 Monte Carlo frame, and it worked out good. But anyway, for 3,500, say you had a budget for say like 10,000 or 8,500. I mean, you could get all that done and have a little patina style truck and fix it little bit without having to call two banks and tell them you need all the money they got. You're going to try to buy a truck. Oh, anyway. See what else? We just about done here, y'all. I'm trying not to bore y'all. Boy, this stuff is extremely high. 69. Looks like it's got a 71 or 2 front end on it. That's what it looks like to me. The grill and all. Long bed. See, long beds are coming on up. With a long bed, I mean, I'm just saying this for an example, and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate comments, whatever, but you can get a long bed, a pretty nice long bed, a whole lot cheaper than you can a short bed, and you can cut it down and make it into a short bed. I mean, if that's something you're planning on keeping, and you've always wanted a short bed, but kind of out of reach, a long bed is the way to go. I mean, you can find a really nice long bed, AC, power steering, power brakes, get whatever you want, and pay. Well, this one here's $5,000. Just kind of look around though, but you always have that option, or you can cut the bed and make it into a short bed, cut the frame, cut the drive shaft. But it's nothing that can't be done if you're on a budget. And it looks just as good. I mean, a lot of people do that and you can't tell it's ever been a long bed. But now a lot of people's got long beds are going to get mad that I said that, I'm sure. 74 Chevy C10 truck. 7,500. That's not a good sign, is it? Looks like a bunch of oil. Not saying it's for this truck, but changed the seats out in it. Okay, I guess we've seen them. I'd be tempted to offer quite a bit less than 75 for that. Oh yeah, tell me what you think about this 71 Chevy shortbed truck. Have you noticed the top has been chopped? Some people like that, but my 2 cents worth, I don't particularly care for it. It looks good. I'm proud for whoever can do that, their knowledge and all that stuff, but that's just not for me. Me personally, 15,000. To me, it took away from the value of the truck. To me, that's my opinion on it, which don't mean hoot. Here's a long bed 84 for 4,000. See, you could get one like this. This looks pretty good, doesn't it? Get one like this for 4,000 and cut that bed down if you wanted to make it into a short bed. And have a pretty nice looking truck. Of course, it looks good long bed too. GM Tim 38, Brian, he can make a long bed truck look great. I mean, some people have a knack for stuff, and to me, he's a man of many talents, and I admire him a lot. I'm glad to have him for a friend. Yeah, you could make this truck look really good. It looks good. Got to do some interior work, but hey, he's only asking 4,000, so that's probably my pick right there. Anyway, if you're thinking about buying a C10 or getting into the old car market, 68 Dodge, 27.5. It looks pretty cool, but I don't know if I could sleep at night knowing I paid $27,500 for it, but what do I know? To some people, 27, 30, 40,000 ain't nothing. But there's some days if I've got $4 in my pocket, feel like I'm sitting on top of the moon. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little video. Once again, I've made it too dang long, so I'm sorry about that. But as I said, I'm in Dallas, Texas with this Craigslist thing. I like looking in Texas and some of the places around me, but I just thought I'd look in Texas today just for kicks. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like for me to continue doing this kind of stuff, please go to my YouTube channel, Primer is Best, and subscribe, leave me a comment. I appreciate it. A couple of shout outs once again that I like to do. One of them is, hang on a minute, let me look. Okay, I was looking at this 76 Chevy truck. I like those wider wheels on there. I don't remember seeing this earlier. Patina style. That's $18,000. Boy, that's got a totally different looking dash, doesn't it? Totally different. Pretty good looking truck. Anyway, I was going to do a couple of shout outs. As I said, there's a new channel that I found, and his name is on YouTube. It's My Legacy Garage. I think from watching his videos, I believe that he lives in Pennsylvania, but he likes getting old cars, well, mostly old trucks, C10 trucks, and finding them and trying to get them to run and stuff. He's pretty interesting to watch. I like his channel very much. I told him I'd give him a shout out. Also, don't forget GM Tim 38. That's my friend Brian. And be sure to check him out and leave him a comment on his Buick. He's asking questions about the Buick and the long bed Chevy truck he just purchased. Well, I wish I could get that long bed Chevy truck, but I just can't afford it. Also, Chevyland TV. I appreciate if you check him out, please. Nova Guy. Check him out. And also Hot Rod Relocation. And Carolina Classic Cars. I have a hard time remembering that. Carolina Classic Cars. I enjoy watching that channel too. And I think I mentioned Hot Rod Relocation. If you check them out, I'd appreciate it. Mean a lot to me. And all these people that I've mentioned, if you don't care, subscribe to their channel and leave them a comment and tell them you heard about them from Primer is Best. I would appreciate it very much. I try to help out. I remember the days when I asked for help from some of my favorite channels that I watched on YouTube, and they just turned me down flat. So it's probably some of the people that you watch as well. Just be surprised. I don't know. I don't mind helping somebody, but I guess some people don't want that. So anyway, don't want to help. Anyway, long-winded again. Apologize. Hope y'all's having a great day. Y'all stay safe. God bless each and every one of y'all. And I appreciate y'all watching this video. Please let me know if you like this kind of stuff. Just going through C10 trucks with me. That's what I typed in today. It's what I felt like looking at. Sometimes I look at just the year 1955, 6 or 7 or 68, whatever. You know, I just like looking around, see what's on Craigslist, see if I'm too high on stuff or too low or about right. I don't know. Anyway, if you're thinking about making an investment, remember what I told you. The only difference between buying, if you have one that's not worth as much money and one that's worth a whole lot when you're done, is the initial investment. The initial investment. I've never forgotten that. I was telling Mrs. PIB, that guy is absolutely right. Just your initial investment is what the only difference, because you still got to, for instance, chrome bumpers. You still got to do seats. You still got to, it's all the same after that. So something you might want to remember. Anyway, y'all have a great day. God bless y'all. Don't forget I have a second YouTube channel called Chevy Trucks. And I hope y'all's having a great day. I'll catch y'all in the next one. I'll see y'all later.